He sold his girlfriend's van and buried her in the yard, but police had to dig her up twice because they somehow missed her the first time. May 2013, Wyoming County. Teresa Lynn Ford arranged to meet her romantic partner, Oscar Ross Combs Sr., to finalize the sale of her vehicle. That conversation never happened the way she expected. By May 14, Ford had vanished. Combs' explanation was transparently absurd. She'd simply left town in a red car. But text messages from May 11th documented Ford actively negotiating the sale directly with him, contradicting his narrative completely. Combs didn't bother hiding what he'd done. He drove Ford's van openly through the community. He invested in repairs, including installing a new CV axle. He traded the vehicle to a local dealership. This is textbook psychopathic narcissism, the genuine belief that a false alibi would permanently deter law enforcement, that no one would connect the dots. In November 2013, Wyoming County Police executed a search warrant on Combs' property. They were looking for evidence related to an entirely different murder, the execution of James Butler in neighboring Mercer County. What they found instead was a heavily blood-stained mattress prominently displayed in his bedroom. Confronted with this overwhelming physical evidence, Combs engaged in an extraordinary psychological maneuver. He confessed, but not to killing his girlfriend. He confessed to murdering James Butler. Brilliant. Combs genuinely believed that admitting to one calculated execution in a neighboring jurisdiction would distract investigators from the domestic homicide he'd committed. Forensic scientist Kelly Beatty compared the biological material on the mattress to a reference sample provided by Ford's sister. The results were unequivocal. 99.9999% probability match. The blood was Teresa Lynn Ford's, not James Butler's. Then came the systemic catastrophe. During the November search, law enforcement personnel used a backhoe to excavate the grounds, heavy machinery, professional equipment, and somehow they completely missed the shallow grave containing Ford's remains. 5 months passed. April 2014, a second search of the identical geographical footprint finally exhumed her skeletal remains. The delay destroyed forensic integrity. Advanced decomposition made determining exact cause of death virtually impossible. But that wasn't the final failure. In 2017, Judge Warren McGraw presided over Combs' trial. The judge catastrophically misapplied the rules of evidence, committing grave errors in handling the Butler homicide evidence and delivering a prejudicial limiting instruction that explicitly told the jury to use prior criminal acts as proof of present malice. The Supreme Court of Appeals of West Virginia overturned the conviction unanimously in 2022, concluding a 9-year trajectory of systemic collapse, a van, a shallow grave, a backhoe, and a judge who couldn't read evidence law. Hit subscribe.